One of the things I've been struck by watching the last three nights is that a lot of the speakers are casting Harris as the change candidate in this race. You talked about the choice. Obama even said the sequel is usually worse than the original, referring to Trump. Why make the case? Why is Kamala Harris, who is the incumbent vice president, more of a change for this country than Donald Trump would be?
Well, first of all, let's not forget that Donald Trump is a former president, and we are the
Mhm.
underdogs in this race. I think, of course, this is a very unusual race in terms of the shift that we've had over the last several weeks. But I think what you've seen in the vice president is her step into the moment that we find ourselves in and an opportunity to not only showcase the leadership she's had over the last 4 years, working closely with President Biden, but putting her own stamp on the future and being clear about what is at stake in this country, what the choice is. And this is, regardless of this race in particular, this is the time when people start paying more attention and tuning in. We've known that all along. The convention itself is an opportunity not just to speak to people in the hall, but to speak to everyone in the country. That's been a big part of what we're doing every day here. But we really see that her vision, her leadership, her and Governor Walz together, this phase of the campaign allows us to really introduce them to the American people. I think what she has been able to tap into is an energy and an excitement and a hopefulness, a joyfulness out there on the campaign trail. And I think that that really is showing her new and fresh ideas she's been putting forth, whether it's policy from last week in Raleigh to the energy that she and Governor Walz bring to this. And I think young people, communities of color, parts of the what used to be the Biden coalition, the Biden Harris coalition from 2020, she has really tapped into that and energized and excited people. And people are now saying, let me see more about this. Let me understand more of who she is. We know that the American people don't know that much about the vice president. And so we really have an opportunity to fill that in for them and to fill that in a way that really shows how she's going to make a difference in their lives. And ultimately, that's what people care about. And I think that's what you're going to hear from her tonight. That's what you've heard day after day here at the convention. We'll continue to do that as she travels across the country.